Fabianski stepped up today. You got to give credit to players that don't play as much. They go in and then they step up. But we're going to start with Fabianski in the player ratings. So Fabianski, um, yeah, I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10. I'm going to give Fabianski an 8 out of 10. I think it could have been a 9 if he could kick a ball, because he still kicked the ball off the pitch multiple times. Still taken too long to release the ball from his hands and his feet. But we move. So yeah, put your player ratings in the chat for and put it next to the player that we're talking about as well. But yeah, I'd give Fabianski an 8. Wan-Bissaka, 9. I already said it earlier, 9. Man of the match by far. Man of the match better than every other player on the pitch. By a long shot. Linking up play. 1-2s. Playing through the press. Not letting anyone get past him. Anyone. Scared the piss out of Garnacho. And no one was getting past him. No one was getting past him today. But this is what Wan-Bissaka is, people. If Wan-Bissaka isn't fit, we are so screwed. And I hope that, even though he was struggling towards the end, that he isn't injured for any extra game. So credit to Wan-Bissaka, because you deserve everything today. He was robbed of man of the match. Listen, I love Somerville, but he didn't deserve man of the match. They always give it to a goal scorer in the stadium, but he didn't deserve it. 7 for Fabianski. I'd agree with 8 to be fair. 7. Wan-Bissaka 9.5, 8.5. Fair enough. Mavropanos. I can only judge you on 45 minutes, and I don't think he was terrible. I'll give you a 6. He was alright. I criticize Mavropanos a lot, but he didn't do much wrong, I don't think. Unless I'm missing something. Let me know in the chat, but I don't remember him doing much wrong. So I'm going to go 6. Max Kilman, not his best game, but he, in the second half, that challenge against Amad Diallo was very crucial. I think I'd give him a 7. I think he was still solid, but he could have been better in the first half. And I think he needlessly gave away a ball in the first half as well. Just giving away the ball, that's not something he usually does for us. He's more calm and composed to that. But he did make a couple crucial headers, especially when all the pressure was on us, when they kept flooding chances when we were 2-1 up. So yeah, he did miss an open header as well, so fair enough. I think when it was crucial for us at the end, he was one of the main people putting his body on the line, put his head on the ball, as he should. He's a defender. When we was inviting pressure at the end, I thought he was one of the crucial ones in terms of seeing the game out. So credit to him for that, but he can be better. Mavropanos 6, Kilman 5. I think he can be better, though. We've seen the levels of Max Kilman, against Ipswich, against Palace, etc. We've seen better games from him. Emerson, I thought Emerson was okay today. I thought, again, another good tackle against Amad Diallo, but I don't think he did much wrong. I think the criticism was quite harsh of him, but I'd give him a 6. I think, again, Emerson, he can perform to a whole new level. I don't think Emerson's been as bad as people have said. I've not really got much to criticize about Emerson. I just think it was nothing outstanding. It was nothing bad. He was just there. Got a lot of water, eh? But yeah, Emerson 7, 6. Exactly, I judged him low because I expect much better of him. Yeah, exactly. It just if maybe I'm being harsh judging him to his level, but Matt Kilman could do a lot better. 6 for Emerson. Could have had an assist if he passed later on. I think it was Bowen, right? Yeah, do you know what? Also, he probably should have scored. Was it that pass across from Bowen where Emerson? I think it was Emerson that should have scored. So maybe that's why his rating should be a bit lower. But I don't think he was terrible. Edson Alvarez, I'm going to give Alvarez a 4 because don't get me wrong. I don't think he would misplaced passes. Yes. Do I think he was terrible? Not completely, but too many passes backwards. And we needed to distribute the ball quicker today. Do I think that part of it is the structure? Yes, but part of it is literally the players are in front of you. Get the pass at the right angle. Keep passing the ball forward. And he can, and I know Alvarez can pass the ball forward, but it was way too many touches. When he shot right at Nana, yeah, exactly. Alvarez 5. Yeah, 5 is fair. Yeah, 5 is fair. Alvarez can be much better than he was today. But then again, if I'm saying this many players can be much better, whose fault is it? But also, I don't like this. I like Alvarez and Rodriguez, yeah? This partnership, is fine against Manchester City and against Liverpool and against Arsenal. It's not fine against teams like Man United. And that's not even insulting Man United, because Man United are just as shit as us. They're not that good. You saw Bruno Fernandes today. If we were doing player ratings on Man United players, Bruno Fernandes gets a 0. Rodriguez, again, I'd probably give a 6. I give a 6. A lot of players are getting 6. I think he put his body on the line. I think he improved as the game went on. He's just a bit slow. That's it. But I also do think he is who he is. I think he was signed for a squad player, and I think he's meant to be a squad player. And I don't mind him being a squad player at all, people. Like I don't mind him being a squad player at all. And that's just me being real with it. Like, some people are just meant to be squad players. I'll be real. Hold on, I'm just getting a tab up for Omar's stream so we can redirect as soon as that happens. But yeah, let's get into it. Bruno is more than washed up. Yeah, Bruno has been overrated for time, though. I've been saying this for time. 6 for Rodriguez, Guido 6.5. But yeah, I think Rodriguez is an okay player. He's also not played in the Premier League before, so I do think people should give him a chance at least. I know he's 30 or whatever, but come on, like, he's meant to be signed as a squad player. I also do think it's mismanagement of the manager, misuse of the player from the manager. Jared Bowen, again, I think Jared Bowen, because of his improvement in the second half, he could get a 6. A lot of basic stuff. I think he could have been way better. Actually, no, I'm going to give Bowen a 5. And that might be unpopular opinion, but I think Bowen, there was at times in the second half and at times in the first half where he could have shot the ball. He mishit the ball too much. He didn't look himself. I also do think this inverted fullback stuff needs to stop. I think this inverted fullback, like Emerson and Wan-Bissaka running on the inside rather than the outside, I think it destroys us tactically, because why is Soler and Bowen hugging the touchline? Like, I don't know what they're meant to do by hugging the touchline. Bowen is not useful on a touchline. He's useful getting into the pockets. We saw that against Ipswich and Palace. 6, Bowen 6.5. First half 2, second half 8. Fairs. But yeah, I give Bowen a 5. Again, maybe that's me using him against his own standards. But at the same time, what am I meant to do? Lucas Paquetá. You get a 4. I expect a lot more from Lucas Paquetá. A lot more. You get a 4. Like, the joy is I've actually seen him play worse this season in other games. But it's just bouncing on top of the fact that you haven't put in a standout performance all season. Still, it's some basic stuff you need to fix. You put in like 2 good through balls, and yes, you only played 45 minutes, so like, maybe I'm being harsh, but genuinely, I don't think I'm being harsh. Sorry, but yeah, Paquetá 4. Like, I just don't think it was good enough. Like, and I don't believe putting him on the left solves anything, by the way. You saw some of him on the left today. That's a winger that can cut him from the right, like cut him from the left onto his right with pace. That's someone who we need on the left, sorry. Same with Bowen on the right. Get them into the inside channels and get them shooting on goal. Because they've got pace as well. Like, Bowen isn't blistering with pace, but he's got the dribbling. He's got enough pace to get at people. Carlos Soler, I'm going to give him a 5. I didn't think he did anything, but he was playing out of position. Like, this guy is not a left winger. And people are going to be like, oh, what did we sign Carlos Soler for? First of all, it's a loan. Second of all, what do you expect him to do playing him out of position? I don't think he misplaced the ball that much from what I remember, but I also don't think it's his position. It's clearly not his game. He was on the inside so much because he's a midfielder. Why is a midfielder playing on the left wing? I don't get it. But that's what you're going to get with this manager staying. Like, the manager's kept his job for another 2 months. So all that discussion from me talking in my video talking about 3 games left, that's wiped out the window now, because I didn't think this guy was going to get a win from Man United, Forest and Everton. But I'm also not one of these people, by the way, that's like, oh, we have to lose this game just so the manager gets sacked. I just rather it work now. I'd rather you just, don't get me wrong, it's delaying the inevitable. That is the reality of the situation, that the manager winning these games is delaying the full inevitable of his sacking. But what do people expect? Okay. Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio, 4. I give him a 4. Soler, 4. Fair enough. I give Antonio a 4. I've seen him play worse. I think he was worse in the Tottenham game, to be honest. So I just the guy's 34. Like we can't expect too much from the guy. Like against Ipswich, the guy will perform well because it's against Ipswich. Like I think he should be played against those opponents, man. Like, but I don't know what we can't be expecting a guy as a club, not as fans, but as a club, making him run the channels constantly, trying to bully players. Don't get me wrong, De Ligt couldn't handle him in the first half, but again, that's not saying much. De Ligt can't handle physical strikers. You saw what Omaridian did to him in the Porto game against Manchester United. So really, that's not saying much, but it's the finishing. It's I'm legit being serious, bro. I'm legit being serious. Like, I don't want Charlie. I got told I was biased for not wanting him to start and starting Fulcrook over him, bro. So I'm just trying to be objective. Like, I don't want the guy to start, but Danny Ings to start. Yeah, I guess Danny Ings. Like, what? Who else do we have that's fit? I don't want Bowen up front. But yeah, Antonio's done a lot for this club, but I just think when your time is up, your time is up. We said this last season as well. And I've been very critical of him. That's your goat. Shake my head, man. Shake my head. All right. I don't usually do this with substitutions, but I'm not going to judge Aaron Cresswell because he didn't have to do anything. Crescentia Somerville, I'll give him a 7. I'm basing this off substitution appearances. Somerville, yeah, he did well. Did well when he came on, and it gave us the spark that we needed in the first place, and that's why everyone, including myself, said that he should start. But yeah, Somerville will get a 7 from me. Got a goal, deserves to start. And honestly, I'd understand if Lopetegui was still here for the next 6 months to a year. If he wants to leave, completely fine by me. Go and save your career. Danny Ings, a Somerville 9. Fair enough. Danny Ings. Oh, no, I can't give you the same as Somerville, but I'll give you a 6. You made an impact. And I can't really expect you to do much as a striker coming on for West Ham United, because when does a striker ever really get service for West Ham United? Unless you're Antonio running the channels. But if you're a striker that stays in the middle, you don't usually get any service. So I can't really say anything. I'll say 6 because you made an impact. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we approach the future games, because that's going to decide this manager's fate at the end of the year. Jean-Claire Todibo, you deserve a 7, in my opinion. Really helped us. Like, think about it, guys. The amount of times he was taken down the channel and he was set up 1v1. He has the pace to get back. He didn't let anybody get past him either. He's just very intelligent as well. Very, very intelligent. And I'm pretty sure he's made that 40 million thing permanent by now, surely, by playing 5 appearances for the club. So he's going to be a West Ham player next year. So we don't need to worry about that whole conspiracy that we thought was happening at the start when he wasn't starting in the first place. But yeah, Todibo, I'd give a 7. Souček, I'd give a 6. I don't think he did anything wrong. I don't think he did anything like spectacular. I thought he was a presence, I thought Souček was a presence, but I don't think this is necessarily his fault, yeah. But the midfield of Souček, Alvarez, and Rodriguez, I never want to see that again. Never in a million years do I want to see that again. I don't think he did anything wrong. Did anything spectacular, but he gave Man United defenders something different to think about, I guess. But the problem is, if you are starting Somerville and Bowen as your wingers, or it could be Kudus, whoever it is on the wing, that's an actual winger. It could be Guilherme, for all I care. Then you've got to have midfielders that are going to give them the ball, and none of them were going to give them the ball. There was the lack of ball distribution. You're taking, like, Souček did this when he came on. Rodriguez and Alvarez were both doing this, and so was Paquetá, so was Soler. Everyone was taking too many touches of the ball. But I also think that's also a balance of nobody knows what the fuck they're doing in terms of the players, because they don't know what instructions they're being given. But yeah, that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Big Tommy Souček, the man I never doubted. 8, 7. Hey, hi, Mike. Big shithousery win. Big up to yourself, West.